Coming up on Inside Education, we're closing out the first half of the school year with some big recognitions for our educators. Plus, another successful year of our annual Stuff the Bus campaign. It was a record year for participation and toys collected. Also, our district received a grant to expand the JROTC summer program. We'll tell you what that means for our students. Hello and welcome into this edition of Inside Education, where we show you what's happening both inside and outside of our classrooms. Mobile County Public School educators getting recognized by the Alabama Literacy Association as a 2022 Outstanding Literacy Teacher of the Year. It's an honor they say they're very grateful for.
I think it's just a great testament to the support that our district provides across K-8 all the way through K-12, and making sure that our students have some consistency in their phonics instruction early on, and then reading instruction throughout to build those important skills to make sure they're lifelong learners and great leaders.
We'd like to give a big congratulations to Dr. Antonio Williams, principal of LaFleur Magnet School. He's one of the 40 under 40 outstanding citizens selected by the editors at Mobile Bay Magazine. He got a nice surprise when the award was announced at the district-wide meeting held on Central Campus. The winners for the 40 under 40 will be printed in the magazine's January issue. Williamson High School recently celebrated the achievements of one of its most famous alumni, Dr. Lonnie Johnson, a NASA engineer and the inventor of the Super Soaker. Dr. Johnson was on hand to dedicate the new Lonnie Johnson Education Complex, which will include STEM classrooms and a multi-purpose building and gymnasium.
We're at Williamson High School, where the Mobile County School Board has just dedicated this building to Dr. Lonnie Johnson. He's a graduate of Williamson High School who went on to be a NASA rocket scientist. He holds over 200 patents, and the one that you've probably heard of is the Super Soaker water gun. And so he's a proud alumnus, and we're so proud of him and the fact that the students can now learn robotics and many more STEM skills in this very same building.
This is awesome. What's really special about it to me is the impact that it'll have for the kids. You know, I'm fine in the laboratory. I enjoy what I do, but I feel a very strong responsibility to come out and be a role model and set an example and let these kids know what they're capable of doing and what's possible for them.
When a child can actually see, touch, and feel somebody else or something else, it's just that exposure. It gives them more confidence and belief in themselves that they too can do it, especially when they hear the story that Dr. Johnson tells about trying to burn fuel, rocket fuel in his mother's kitchen and almost burning it down. Yeah. You know, it all starts from somewhere. And it just speaks to that, to give them that confidence in themselves, the courage to go on and try it, and also to know that there is failure involved before they reach that success.
I don't have a preconceived notion of them being engineers versus, some other professional or other discipline, but a strong sense of responsibility. I think it's important. Self-confidence more than anything, and some high values, and being able to envision things and see the world as a better place, and being willing to step up and solve problems to make the world a better place.
Fun fact, in 1968, Dr. Johnson was the only African-American student to compete in a Southeast Regional Robotics competition, which he won with his robot, Linux. She's 100 years old, and Julia Bogan still remembers her favorite cheers at her alma mater. Ms. Bogan, who graduated from Murphy High School in 1939, recently returned to campus to donate a framed print of the school. Enjoy this video of her visit from the Murphy High School Alumni Boosters.
When we say Bishop State Community College is a great place to start, we really mean it. Want to major in psychology, engineering, criminal justice, English, history, or something else? Take your general education courses with us, then transfer your credits to the four-year university of your choice. Want to learn a trade and go straight into the workforce? We have the programs and the trainings to help you land a high-wage and high-demand career. Save time and thousands while conveniently taking classes safely online or on campus. Register now, bishop.edu.
You've got questions? We got answers. MCPSS.com. Whether it's attendance zones, school calendar, lunch menus, or registration information that you are looking for, you can find it right here. MCPSS.com. You can also get the latest news and district-wide calendar information, and it's just a click away. So when you need to know, and you need to know right now, check us out. MCPSS.com.
This is a program for any middle school student who's actually behind. This opportunity offers kids a chance to do 2 grades in 1 year.
If it wasn't for Star Academy, I would still be in 8th grade and probably still struggling.
We are one-on-one. We have small classrooms and we're able to give students that personal touch, that personal attention.
I know I'm coming to see good teachers, good attitude, and also they're here to teach us what we need to learn.
The annual Stuff the Bus toy drive is just one way Mobile County Public Schools give back to the communities it serves. And this year was a record for participation and toys collected.
Every year we do Stuff the Bus. It is great for our students, for our families who are fortunate enough to get gifts. So we felt like it was in our best interest to do the best for our kids and get the best for our kids. So everyone has pitched in, everyone has been great. It's just a special time of the year, so I'm very pleased with the number of gifts that we received.
I think it's amazing. You know, the past few years have been tough in our community. COVID, you know, we have lots of students here that are in need, and I think it's a great gesture on our part to put back and show our community that we're sticking with them and we're helping them out and we're here to help. We're excited because we were able to collect over 150 items this year. I think it's great, teaches these kids to put back into the community. We're going to be able to help a lot of families out this year. You know, lots of boys and girls will be able to wake up Christmas morning and have some gifts open.
A big thank you to all who helped us collect and deliver about 7,700 toys this year. And after collecting all those toys, we spent a day delivering them to the WKRG News studio before they're sent off to the Salvation Army for distribution to families in need. Check it out.
You just gotta keep going in this line and filling up that hole.
I mean, this is an incredible day at WKRG. To think that the school system donated 7,700 toys to children in our community, it is amazing. And look at what a difference these toys have made right here in our studio. We have 2 tall mountains now. This is great.
I think this is a good cause. Like, I like doing stuff like this because it makes me feel good around Christmas time. And it's something that I would most definitely recommend for others as well.
There is such a need in our community, whether parents have lost their job or they're just having a tough year. And the Salvation Army tells us that these toys make such a difference to these families. And we just appreciate the Mobile County Public School System getting involved.
All these toys will be going to other people that are really in need. So I really like that.
And speaking of giving, our schools recently participated in Red Ribbon Week, promoting drug-free habits. And during this week, St. Elmo's Red Ribbon Ambassador got the help from his peers for a service project to help the local volunteer fire department. He says the donations are a small token of their appreciation for keeping them safe.
Red Ribbon Week is for the anti-drug, and they want us to reach out to the community and do some kind of project. And Joseph had the best idea, and so I chose him as our Red Ribbon Ambassador.
I got water, Gatorade, and money for the firefighters.
Joseph has been collecting waters and Gatorade and cash for the local volunteer fire department. He did it for his Red Ribbon project.
They do a lot for us. They help us whenever there's a fire. They make sure that we're safe.
It makes me feel appreciative of the community because they appreciate what we're doing. As you know, we're all volunteers and we don't get paid for anything we do. We volunteer 24/7. Everybody else goes home after their job. We go home after our job and still keep doing this all night long. So I very much appreciate it.
It's great to see the younger generation getting involved.
The Liberty Learning Foundation is on a mission to teach young students about what it means to be a citizen. Third graders from across the county gathered for an assembly to meet Libby Liberty and begin their super citizenship journey.
This morning here at Davidson High School Auditorium, we will have our kickoff program for the Liberty Legacy Super Citizen Program. And what the Liberty Legacy Super Citizen Program is all about is that we have a group of students coming from several of our elementary schools. The whole third grade levels are coming here this morning, and this is what's called the kickoff for a curriculum that they will be implementing in their classrooms over the next 12 weeks.
My job is to go into schools and offer lessons of civics and citizenship, a little bit about my history, immigration, and just to let the kids know that the most important title they hold is citizen in this country and how important it is for them to be a good citizen in their country because they're the future of it. So we want to let them know that important.
We come here, we sing, we shout, we have a good time, and then the teachers and the students go back to their classrooms, implement the curriculum, learning about citizenship, taking pride in America, being a great American, what it's like to be a citizen, what are our responsibilities as citizens of our great country, and then we come back and have a great celebration again and honor a citizen or superhero that the kids will select as they're studying the curriculum over the next 12 weeks.
I think it's important for kids to be in a theater and experience a show, but it's just as important for them to learn. And sometimes kids learn best by, not realizing that they are learning. And it's important for them to know that they are the future of this country, and that they matter as people themselves, and that no matter who they are, their color, their shape, their size, they're important and they're all citizens and they're going to shape this country.
Here's a new event that we hope will become an annual tradition, the first ever Proud Pumpkin Parade at H.L. Sony Callahan School for the Deaf and Blind. The marchers wore signs to highlight their success during the first quarter of the school year.
Well, this is our first annual Proud Pumpkin Parade. I kind of got the idea when last week some schools did honor roll parades, and I thought, well, not all of our kids make honor roll, not all of our kids have perfect attendance, but they've all made growth and they all have benchmarks that we need to celebrate, and so that's how we came up with the idea. All of the teachers were tasked with giving me one accomplishment that each student had made so far first quarter, and then we made the signs for them to carry. We had some very creative parents that kind of made the wagon and the walker part of the costume, and that's all part of our parents. That was not our doing, and I think we'll do it every year.
We're checking in on our first year teacher, Miss Sarah Grace Sawyer. She says she's enjoying her kindergarten class at E.R. Dixon and tells us about the different techniques she's using to teach her children to read.
Phonics lesson is part of our daily instruction that we do. It's called Heggerty, and it's we start at first week of school and it goes all the way till our very last week of school, and it's just building skills every single week, like letter sounds, identifying rhymes, rhyming sounds, I'm trying to think what else, syllables, We start out easy with those because the being able to listen to rhyming sounds and things like that is the basis on like learning how to read. If you're able to identify rhymes, you're going to be able to read because you're going to be able to hear ending sounds, beginning sounds, what sounds sound the same, what sounds sound different. We also do a lot of identifying beginning sounds and ending sounds in words. Like if I say pat and pick, what's that beginning sound? And they're able to tell me p. Things like that. We do that, and then we also do a new program called Phonics First. It's one of those things I've been really enjoying. I've gotten to kind of like learn along with my students. It's not something I did in my student teaching. I think it's something rather new. So I've gotten to learn along with my students on how to integrate that and how to teach that. So that's a multi-step program where we're learning to identify letters, identify their sounds, we have things called red words, which are like sight words, words that you're able to look at and you don't have to sound out, you can just recall it from memory. A lot of these kids I had to start from like square one, some of them didn't even know their alphabet. So I've really enforced with my parents working on letters, working on letter sounds, handwriting. A lot of these students, everything is digital, so they might not have that knowing how to write and might not have that muscle memory. So I really emphasized to my parents that I want them working on just being able to writing their letters, their numbers, their name, just things that, when you get older, you forget how you learned it, but you learned it in kindergarten. So having them practice with that. Nothing major, because I know it's, homework in kindergarten can seem like unheard of, but I think it pays off.
At any given time, trauma can happen.
And how we deal with it. And how we make peace with it.
Starts with me.
With Project Thrive, I'm taking a pledge.
I pledge to believe and support others experiencing trauma.
Will you join Project Thrive and its team of partners who are working together to address issues of trauma? Take the pledge, take a stand, and let's make Mobile a trauma-informed community.
Mobile County Public Schools, the place that has it all. We have 90 schools that include rural, urban, and suburban schools of various sizes. We are also home to Alabama's first public school. We welcome you to come join our winning team. Our district is led by the 2020 Superintendent of the Year, Mr. Cresel D. Threadgill. Our teachers are leaders in their profession who are afforded numerous professional development opportunities. Our principals are collaborators and encouragers. Our schools are leading in innovation and instruction. And most importantly, our students who are learning today, leading tomorrow, are simply the best. If you want to live in a historically rich city near beautiful beaches with superb Southern hospitality, we invite you to come teach with the best, Team MCP-SS.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
Hello and welcome back to Inside Education. The Department of Defense awarding the Mobile County Public School System with a $6 million grant. The money given will help expand the JROTC summer program that helps cadets find STEM-related career paths post-graduation.
So if your first point is 150 meters, whoever's running the compass keeps you on line.
Local JROTC cadets will soon get the chance to show cadets from big cities like San Diego, California and Atlanta, Georgia, what it's like to be a part of their summer STEM program.
And we're very excited about that because, one, it reinforced that we're running a very good model.
Lieutenant Colonel Robert Barrow says the district will have the responsibility of managing the money received to host a summer program that gets cadets ready for the workforce. The summer program focuses on STEM-related activities.
You can change materials up here, you can change the size.
Part of it for me, my vision includes workforce development. If we don't prepare our young people to not only have fun in JROTC, we have some robust programs, but to make sure that they have a pathway to success in their subsequent life after high school.
I feel like that grant is a great idea because, I mean, like I said, it's giving a lot of kids the opportunity to get exposed to something that they've never done before, or something that they may want to do. So STEM may be their project or something like that, but that's giving them the opportunity to see what it's like.
Some of the STEM activities featured during the camp include STEM challenges, a tour of South Alabama's College of Engineering, land navigation, rappelling, and so much more.
Looking like a soldier, boy. I love my JROTC STEM experience. It opened my eyes to a lot of opportunities and all the job opportunities that we have here in Mobile, and learning how to work together as a team.
I didn't know anything about STEM camp before joining the program, but it really did teach me a lot of things that, I've never been more open to.
I can take a lot of things from the STEM program that I did not know and that I didn't think that I would have known without the program. It opened my eyes to a lot of things that I've lacked, like some things that I didn't even know I learned at that program.
Colonel Barrow says thanks to this grant, it will fund the summer STEM program for the next 4 years. McDavid Jones Elementary School has a new sensory room geared towards students who have special needs and behavioral needs. The room has numerous features to provide calm, focus, and comfort.
Well, the kids need it to be able to succeed. It's not a want for them. It's not just special time. It's after they finish in here, these kids will be able to go take nap and access their education in the afternoon, and it's really hard for them to make it through the whole day without this service. So to me, it's as important as math and reading, and we're working on behavior skills in here. We work on speech therapy in here. Our occupational and physical therapists can use the room, but we see behavior improvements immediately. But we use it consistently, so they know every day they get to go to the room and get their needs out, and they have a safe place to be themselves, and that was the main thing for me. We got to give our kids what they need to be with their peers. LaFleur Magnet High School held their first ever STEAM fair during National STEM Day. Students got a chance to participate in various demonstrations and activities that they can apply to their classrooms.
It started off with me wanting to do something special for United Way. So we got together with my robotics team and we decided to have our first inaugural STEAM festival. So we have some drones out here where the kids are able to fly drones through an obstacle. We have them building paper airplanes to see if they can fly it to where it gets to a maximum distance. 20 feet or more. We have some virtual headsets where they are using those to investigate energy on a virtual roller coaster. I hope that they take away a new outlook on STEAM and what it is, having understanding of what it is. On each table, we have QR codes that actually explains the activities that they are doing. So I hope that they take that information and maybe want to be in that profession in the future.
It was a fun day of reading and eating at the Leinkauf book tasting. The students tasted different genres of books, including historical fiction, graphic novels, and biographies before tasting food from around the world. Check it out.
Every year, we partner with the American Culinary Federation to celebrate Child Nutrition Day. But we conjoined it with our book tasting, which is also a readathon. So we're teaching our students how to make their bodies healthy as well as their brains. So each one of our classrooms have been set up as a state. Our theme today is eating around the states, reading around the states. This is our annual event, and our students look forward to it every year. And so because they're looking forward to it, we tap into that so that they are motivated to read.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Okay, the end. Do y'all like it?
Yeah. Okay. Our biggest thing has been to teach our children a love for reading. And one way to do that is to match it with food, because everybody likes to eat. But not only do we focus on the food, but we focus on the culture. We focus on them reading about the religion. We focus on them reading about the area and the differences in our region and theirs.
There's a lot to like about Mobile County Public Schools.
What I enjoy about Mobile County School is the extra attention my teachers give us to help us learn.
Teachers are liking their access to technology, and students are liking the quality of their education.
I like the technology that's been incorporated into my education.
And since 1826, you have trusted us to prepare your child for their future, and we like that. Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow.
Each month, more than 90 guns are reported stolen from unlocked vehicles, creating the potential of serious injury or death.
Lock it up.
Many violent acts and crimes are committed with stolen guns.
Lock it up.
According to ATF, stolen guns pose a substantial threat to public safety.
Lock it up.
Be responsible. Take time to record your handgun serial number and secure it from thieves. Lock it up.
Lock it up for me.
If you look at the numbers, Mobile County Public Schools is making great strides. With more than 53,000 students, 7,000 employees, and 90 schools, we are consistently increasing our four-year graduation rate and our first-class pre-K program. We continue to strive for national recognition and continue to prepare our students for the global workforce. And we do all of this with one goal in mind, to equip and empower college and career-ready graduates. Mobile County Public Schools. We're learning today, leading tomorrow.
And that's all we have time for this edition of Inside Education. Be sure to keep up all things MCPSS by following us on social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and of course, MCPSS.com.